So, like, when you were a little kid, you dreamed of being something. Now, does what you do now in life align with what you thought you were going to be, or has it been a complete shift? Real cuckoo birds of Philadelphia.
I had to make y'all laugh, but that wasn't my dream. My dream was,
that wasn't my dream.
all the adults sat around, got tore up.
That's when kids had a place.
Yeah.
That's when kids had a place, and you had to stay in it.
Yeah.
And if you cross that line, you
had to get permission to step in the room when the adults was in the room. But I got applications and stuff.
Got my mic in my hand, got my wine in the other. Tell it like it is, no time to be bothered. Got my truth on my sleeve, stories to share with the unfiltered sisters. So listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. We're the unfiltered sisters. So listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. We're the unfiltered sisters. So listen if you dare.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Unfiltered Sisters, where real talk reigns and our bond will never be broken. I'm Lil.
I'm Zaya.
I'm Alita.
I'm Kiki, the baby.
And today
we
are
the Unfiltered Sisters.
Unfiltration, no filtration.
That's a really good one.
That's a really good one. So today, y'all, we're going to talk about,
That's a real good Henny.
we're going to talk about like our childhood dreams, what you wanted to be when you were a kid, and does where you sit now, did it shift or does it align with what you thought was going to be? But before we get into our topic, Alita's going to lead us with an icebreaker.
So, would you name which one of y'all can name a reality show based on us four?
Reality? I don't know about, or just a TV show.
Yeah, a TV show.
I can see a TV show.
Yeah. I think all TV shows reality show now. Let me see.
Yes, that's what TV shows is. It's reality TV.
It's two I can think of.
Okay.
One is my girlfriend.
Yes.
And what's Golden Girls?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Golden Girls Part 2. So who was everybody gonna be though if we did Golden Girls?
I'm Blanche.
You was not no hoe.
Not no motherfucking Blanche.
The hoe.
I love the one that
McClanahan.
Right.
Yeah. But we're not talking about dressing. We're talking about personality wise.
Oh, then I would definitely not be Blanche.
I was Blanche, honey. I'm a Southern Belle.
Yeah.
I don't know what you talking about. Listen, I'm a Southern Belle, baby. I don't know what you talking about.
Who was the little old lady with the white hair? That is not the fucking
Sophia. Oh, Sophia's home now. Sophia's home now.
Well, I would never be that tall, goofy one.
No, that's Tanya.
Yeah, I was about to say that's definitely Tanya. That's definitely Tanya.
First of all, she was
that's definitely Tanya.
Yes,
She was the one that strong.
She kept everything together.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Not goofy though.
Yeah, right.
Her dressing.
Yeah, no. But not the tall, goofy one. Don't do Dorothy like that.
With her cup of coffee.
Don't do Dorothy like that. But then that would leave you to be Rose.
The dippy one?
No, I'm not dippy. But sometimes I am though.
You are dippy on certain things.
Shut up. I just
that is the Rose is a good one.
So this would be Golden Girl. Golden Girl. No. I got one for y'all. The facts of life. Yes.
I'm definitely Rudy.
Who the fuck is Rudy?
Wait, the facts of life.
Tootie.
Y'all gotta help me. The facts of life.
Blanche, Joe. When they was in a boarding school, it was a spinoff of different shows.
I love this show.
Yes.
Joe, I think it would be Joe.
I would be Joe. I definitely would be Joe.
I was thinking.
Or kind of Kiana. Kiana might be Joe.
Okay.
That rough around the edges, like I will
yeah.
beat the shit out you in a heartbeat type. But I think Kiana would be Joe. Yeah.
I don't know who they talking about.
So Tootie. So you want to be Blair or Natalie?
Blair
or Natalie?
Natalie
And Tootie. Yeah, Natalie.
Natalie.
Yeah. I'll be Blair. I'm always being Blair too.
All right, so what show you say, Lita?
Y'all done said all of them. I can't think of that.
227.
Oh, yes.
That's my show.
Yes.
All right, wait, so
I'm Sandra.
I'm the old lady in the window.
That's the mom.
No, Sandra is the hoe.
Yeah, the one that lived
You
upstairs.
No, Sandra's the hoe. I'm always the hoe.
Sandra, Mary.
It's Sandra, Mary.
Oh my
Who
God.
the lady in the window? The old lady.
Oh my God, y'all
the newsy lady always
Wait a
got a
minute.
head
I gotta go to the phone.
and her
me.
business.
That's probably
No,
I ain't know.
you Mary's friend.
It was Rose,
Rose,
right?
yeah, Rose.
And I'm Mary.
Yeah, Mary and Rose. And yeah, she oh my God, you ain't heard it from me.
You ain't heard it.
Hold on. Here you go. The
I call
cast.
it the newsy lady.
All of the good ones.
All right, so it was Mary Jenkins.
Pearl.
Pearl.
You ain't heard it from me. Pearl sitting up in that window all day long.
But you ain't heard it from me. She just left with
Rose.
such and such, but you ain't heard it from me.
Yeah, that was Rose. Mary and Rose. Yeah,
Yeah, but
Golden
she
Girls.
not even know.
yeah. They disrespectful.
Y'all said girlfriends?
Yes, Tanya said girlfriends.
Because that's what I was going to say.
But if we had to do a reality show, if we had to do you know how they got what's that?
No, what would our
reality show
name
what's that? Real
be?
Housewives, real
ain't doing none of that
Cuckoo
shit.
Birds of Philadelphia.
First of all, we can't do no reality show because we all are private in some form and fashion.
Yes, but if we live together, but if we did just like how we was at the hotel when we went to we just all that would be a good one. We would definitely.
But what would the name be?
Unfiltered Sisters.
The calm and the storm. The calm and the storm.
That would be a good one. That would be a good name because God knows that's the truth.
The calm and the
God
storm.
knows that's the truth.
God knows that's the truth.
You got a better chance with them before you go here. We ain't got the patience.
Yes.
All right.
Love it.
So today's topic.
Again. So like when you were a little kid, you dreamed of being something. Now, does what you do now in life align with what you thought you were going to be, or has it been a complete shift? And what?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Mine aligned.
Okay.
It really wasn't something I said that's what I wanted to do. I just had that niche to want to help people.
Okay. It's always been in your personality.
That's been my personality.
Okay.
And it's funny because I remember one of my uncles used to say to me, "It's like you just always want to help people. You always want to make sure everybody's fine." Now I was young when I did that too. So now, me working the places I worked, even working at mental hospitals and what's the I'm trying to think of like I worked at wood services and things. I'm trying to mental
health.
Yeah, mental health.
Okay, mental health field. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So mine aligned.
So for me, I guess it's sort of kind of still aligned, although it's not the exact thing that when I was little, I always said I wanted to be a pediatric nurse.
Okay.
Until I realized you got to get stuck all the time, and I don't do needles. So that was
stuck with a needle.
Yeah, I thought.
Okay.
You say stuck. I was like, you got stuck at work all the time. Yeah. People don't come in for their shift. Yeah.
When I guess back in the day, I don't know if they still.
No, they still do it
that way. But
okay.
You had to.
Yeah, they still do it.
Practice on one another, on how to draw blood and all of that. So when I found that out, that kind of was yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't like to see the needle be inserted. That all freaks me out. So I didn't do that, but I'm still in the hospital field.
Okay.
So, and like Tanya said, helping people, that's just my trait.
Okay.
Seemed like since I was a little girl too, just always helping people. So I just enjoy what I do now, just making sure people's tests and stuff are approved so they can get all of these crazy tests that they need for whatever illnesses that they may have. And I'm like a stickler on making sure that these patients get their authorizations and stuff so they can get, their surgeries or whatever the case may be. And then just my personal life, I'm still always taking care of people.
Okay.
And helping. Well, y'all know.
Yes.
Always taking care of people. So it didn't fully align to what I wanted to really do.
Okay.
But it's still...
It's kind of the same.
I'm still in a hospital setting at the end of the day.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think it's kind of... I did all right.
You want me to go?
No, I can go.
Okay, go ahead.
When I was younger, I wanted to be a hoe.
You know what?
But,
see?
It didn't
align with who you are today. It did not align. It did not align. It did not align.
Let me ask you, what kind of hoe did you want to be, hoe?
She wanted to clean the yard. She wanted to clean the yard. She wanted to be a gardening tool.
You wanted to be a high.
She wanted to be a gardening tool.
mansion, and then have all my hoes with me,
I still wanted to be a pimpette.
I met him.
Yes.
You want to talk after? We gonna talk after the show.
Yeah, we got this shit together.
Because we might be able to make your dreams come true.
Can I just say this? Because she's not here to say what her dream was. So our sister Tiffany, her dream was to have her own strip club. So y'all would have been good together.
Hoes. We had a hoes.
Yeah.
In different area codes?
Yes, and different
she would have got all her chicks
codes.
from you to come strip in her strip club.
Infected.
Okay.
I had to make y'all laugh, but that wasn't my dream. My dream was
that wasn't my dream.
No, that was my dream. Some of y'all probably think like that bitch ain't lying.
Ain't.
Because I thought we was about to get it popping. I thought we was about to set some shit up.
But I got applications and stuff.
Where can they go? Which website?
www.
Wanna be a hoe.
DM K&L.
Now don't y'all take this idea.
They gonna be starting over now. They gonna have brothels all over the city now.
No, my dream was to be a lawyer. Yeah, I wanted to be a lawyer. All the way up into high school, I came up with that when I was like in the 5th grade. Back in our time coming up in school, they used to ask you that in elementary school.
What you want? Yep.
It started in elementary school. Nowadays, I don't know what they doing today in these schools, but I wanted to be a lawyer all the way up until I got to high school. Then I found out how many years you had to go to school. And I was like, I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. But as I got older, and then I wish I would have did it. Because I probably could have got through it.
You're not that old, boo.
Now that I'm older, I wish I would have did it. Looking at, because I probably would have got done in my 30s. So, it's like, now you kids, you young ones that's looking, follow your dream. Yeah. Don't get discouraged by what other people say, and that's what and that discouraged me, just the timing of the school.
Yeah, I think too. I don't. Either now or earlier, some things wasn't pushed.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Or not having that support. I think if you would have probably mentioned it to somebody, maybe you
could have got like mentorship.
Yeah, somebody, even a counselor or whatever. But like Keith was saying, when we were younger, we used to draw little pictures of like a police officer or whatever that you wanted to be, and sometimes somebody could have took your hand and be like, okay, well, let push you or guide you, guide you into that field that you said you wanted to go in.
Because sometimes people need that guidance.
Yeah, and it might not always come from.
Exactly. Exactly. School was like, they play, like you said, the counselors and stuff like that. They had people in the school.
We had people in schools that cared.
Yes.
We didn't have hoes in these schools.
You know what?
Because back then we had them principals and teachers that
would whoop your ass.
Behind.
And
then
called your mom. And you would come and whoop yourself.
Again. So yeah, they definitely cared back then.
So what?
So now I do, but I probably had too, because cooking, I always loved to cook.
Since you were little?
Yep, because when me growing up, my dad's side of the family, they're all from down south. So I grew up with big mamas and seeing a lot of big mamas, like my grandma and her sister and then all her cousins. And I remember this one particular year we went down south to we had a family reunion. My dad's side of the family is from North Carolina, Rocky Mountains. We went down there to Aunt's Mutt House, I think. Sorry, family, if I got it wrong, but we was down south. Just it reminded me of the movie Soul Food. All the big ladies, all the big mamas was in the kitchen cooking, and we had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And wherever we was at, I remember my aunt lived not too far from a lake, and all the guys got up early and went fishing, and then came back, and all the big mamas was cleaning the fish, and then they had it was a real family reunion because they had an activity. Every day we were doing something. So while they took the kids out, the mamas was at home cooking up all the good food. You come in, wash hands, sit down, and all the adults sat around, got tore up.
That's when kids had a place.
Yeah.
That's when kids had a place and you had to stay in it.
Yeah.
And if you cross that line, you
had to get permission to step in the room when the adults was in the room.
Yeah. Because
yourself
weren't
known.
Adults, they were the kids. The kids were the adults, and the adults were the kids.
Yeah,
that's what they used to say.
Yeah, we ain't you had a place and you ain't go past that.
Yeah, you knew better. Because all they had to do is get their eye.
It's a big difference.
Get their eye,
yeah.
And it seemed like the room got quiet.
Right. Because you can start shivering and
yeah. You had to make yourself known. But
U-turn.
I don't know what I do now. I manage. I never see myself doing that. But managing, I still do. I still have. It's not like you might say I had two loves because like Lori was like helping people. So even what I do now is still helping people. Yeah, feeding them. Not only that, in my management, I saved a
lot of children.
And not knowing that until a mentor. Not knowing that until now. There's one young lady that worked with me. I used to stay on her all the time. Oh, she drove me crazy. And she always used to make excuses on not to come to work, but I dug in her butt. And she wrote me probably like a couple of years ago. And was just like she wanted to thank me because now she's a dentist assistant. A dentist assistant, and I just stayed in her butt. Like you can't do that. You saying you want to do this, but even though I hate it when people say, "Oh, it's just a fast food job." If you doing it to this fast food job, you're gonna do it when you think you're doing, and
you're setting habits and standards right now. Yeah,
and see what it is with the little job. And I'm not gonna say a little job because a little job. Let me stop saying it.
No such thing.
A job is a job. There's no such thing as a little job because we work just as hard as a lawyer, judge, harder for a little bit for
less
chump
money.
change.
Yes,
So I just try to set a standard for the kids, and I guess I am doing it.
Also being in management, for certain people, you almost a therapist.
Oh, God. Ain't no you almost. I am.
You a dad. You a grandmom. You all kinds of things for people that...
Yeah, employees, customers. I remember a little boy I stopped from getting jumped by a whole bunch of boys. Ran in the store, and I put him in the back of the store. And, so...
That's right. So like you said, you're still as an advocate, you were advocating for people as a lawyer, and you're still advocating just in a different form than rather than in a courtroom you doing it in real life.
Lawyer.
So it was a little shift, but it's still aligned.
It's still aligned, right? It's a slight shift, but definitely Now, y'all, I'm gonna laugh. This is funny because. So I mean, for people who are in our age group, you understand what it meant to be a latchkey kid. You understand what it meant that you went to school all day, and when you came home, you had a key to let yourself in the house, and mom might not be there, but you had certain things you had to do before she got there. You got your snack, you sat down, you ate your, you did your homework, and there were certain things stuff that you followed.
We knew that shit had to be done before they came in that house,
and there was a routine about it. But we had a lot of independence. Yeah. I find that just like in what I do now, like I see that children are way more in the new generation are way more dependent than what we were. We were made to be independent. We didn't have any choice. And I feel like, we coddled the heck out of them because we had so much responsibility put on us. We coddled the generation that came after us, and then that made the generation after them just like oblivious to like a lot of things that we would consider to be common sense.
Yeah, but I think that's so all around, because you're talking about like the parents and your family members and things like that, but the schools are too.
I mean, all of it.
Because the schools used to teach us
a lot of
certain things
yeah,
too.
Yes.
And then when you came home, those were still being learned.
Right.
Now it's like, it's to the point right now that
they don't
know how to write in person.
But the thing is, they don't have to. We had to. That was something that we had to do because for survival. Right now, anything they need to know, they can look up online, and a video will show them exactly how to do step by step anything they need to do.
Whereas we had to homework.
We had to go search for
AI when I was in school. Damn it!
But they still don't use that though. A lot of these kids now still don't. Even though they go on, they're still asking, well, how you do that? You on that coming phone 24 hours a day. You don't know how to do a resume. You can't type in how to do a resume.
But I feel like our generation coddled our children, and then our children are the ones raising this new generation, and they are even more coddled than what we coddled. You know what I mean? Like, right. So
I get that, but it's still, even though we're going back and forth with it, but
no, that's what's important.
Right. Yeah. So I see that point, but also the schools. Okay. They have taken a lot out of the schools too.
Granted,
so,
yes.
And when we came home, we did the homework and things like that, and it taught us certain things of
responsibilities, right? Yes, and like yes.
Schools, but
making your own, like cooking for yourself or knowing how to go and make something, clean it up.
Home economics,
we had all that.
Fix your pants when you get a hole in it.
Yeah,
okay.
Hairstyling.
Cosmetology.
They don't have none of that anymore. They took all that out.
Even from choirs and all of that stuff in school.
Prayer.
Even handwriting.
Yes.
Prayer.
Handwriting. Yeah, that's because they're not writing. They're not writing anything. Yeah.
We had not keyboards,
typewriters. A semicolon, A semicolon, A semicolon, A semicolon.
Well, I remember when I was in school, they took them out because that's Microsoft. That's when Microsoft started.
But see, I mean, we had
but they don't.
Not when I was in school.
I had typewriters.
No, so listen, when I was in third grade, we had the computer lab, but we still had typing on top of that on a typewriter. So you had.
That's what I'm saying. We had typewriters, but they were introducing Microsoft.
So, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Now do not.
They don't have none of that anymore.
So I said all of that to say, because it was a method to my madness. I watched a lot of television. You know what I mean? So like I came home. I've always been kind of like nerdy to it since I love to learn. I always love learning. I come home, I get my snack, I do my homework, but I watched a lot of television because I had a lot of alone time and the TV was my friend. Mm-hmm. So I watched a lot of television. So when we say, does what you thought as a kid align with you? I was all over the place then and I'm all over the place now.
That's what you gave to.
Every television show that I like, I wanted to do it.
This is when you put the hood on.
Bosom buddies, y'all. Bosom buddies.
Yes.
Bosom buddies. They worked in a commercial agency, an ad agency. That is my, like, I started tearing pictures out of magazines and creating my own ads. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather used to have a bunch of like spy movies. I wanted to be 007. Like I wanted to be a spy. I wanted to be a sniper. Like I wanted to sneak up on people. You know, like I wanted to sniper. I wanted to sneak up on people and just like take them out. Like that was something that
I said take them out. She said take them out.
I can't.
Oh my God! What was the one when he was an Emmy? He was a medical examiner. Oh my God, Quincy, Murder, She Wrote. Yes, it was Quincy.
Okay.
I used to watch those shows, and I wanted to do all of it.
You like Matlock, didn't you?
Matlock, Murder, She Wrote. I love mystery. Those were, but I wanted to do all that. I wanted to go solve mysteries. I wanted to be
Ranger.
I wanted to be the A-Team. I wanted to be down with them. The whole A-Team. I wanted to be the A-Team. Like so the things that I watched influenced what I wanted, and they were all over the place, and I was all over the place, and so I guess it's still alive because I'm still all over the place. So I
want to be a designer. I want to be
all of it.
I want to do it. I want to do it all.
Listen. The first time I thought, so I got, like you said, we had home ec. So the first time I learned how to sew in 6th grade was when we got introduced to home ec. So it was cooking, sewing, wood shop, and metal shop.
Right.
So once I learned how to sew, I was like, I love this. I went down south to my grandmama's house. My mom was working on summer, so we went to grandmama's house. And my great grandmother watched The Bold and the Beautiful all day, and they were fashion designers, and I was like, I can do that. I wanted, and I had already had someone, so that's what sparked that interest. So yeah, I guess I'm still the same.
You guess.
But you know what? I think that
I'm not a hitman.
No.
I mean, not that y'all know us, so y'all mind y'all damn business. But I want, and then like I said with Quincy, medical is there. Now that in my high school years, that was something I thought strongly about. I wanted to be a medical examiner. The thing that. And it wasn't the length of time that we had to spend in school, because that excited me. Like, you got to go to school for all these years. You got to read all these. Like, that stuff excites me.
What's the years for medical examiner?
You pretty much got to be a doctor, and then you it's a lot of schooling.
For real?
Yes, it's a lot of school. Well, I mean, so here's the thing. Like, I wanted to be like CSI.
Oh, you want to be a crime investigator?
A crime scene investigator, where I'm like, but
because you got to study all. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
Those forensics and stuff. So yeah, that I can see, but a medical examiner.
Yes, but that's
two different jobs.
No, it's not. So no, because it's all one. It's all one office.
No.
Okay, I thought medical examiners.
I thought medical examiners.
They do all of it. They do all of it. It depends on what you. It depends on what where you.
You right, because they gotta cut you open and all that. So yeah,
they gotta see which part of the bullet.
What you ate was the last thing you ate.
Well, who am I to tell you? You right. Yeah.
So the thing. Now that is something that I thought strongly about in my high school years. The thing that dissuaded me from that was I knew I wouldn't be. I would lose it of sexual assault and anything involving a child. I was not strong.
And look at the world we living in today.
And like I wasn't. Listen, I wanted to join the Peace Corps. I wanted to go into the Marines. Like I was all for it. And my mother, I love you, Joyce Hill. I'm not talking bad about you. Please don't mistake what I'm saying. But she was like, you don't like roles. You don't want to go. Like, you don't like nobody telling you what to do. You can't be no Marine. Yeah. But they would have whipped my ass in shape and would have made me, you know what I mean, gave me more structure and discipline where I could, because I would have been G.I. Jane.
Lord Jesus.
I can see.
Yeah, I would have been G.I. Jane. Like, listen, I would have sharpshooter, all that. Like, I was with it.
You would have been.
What?
You already.
Okay. You see this halo? Halo.
Okay.
I can't.
So there was, like I say, it wasn't a shift because I always been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
She said it, we did.
I was not expecting
But like I always wanted to.
I wasn't sipping.
Yeah.
That would have came all over here on me.
Yeah.
So it was a shift. There were multiple shifts.
There were multiple shifts.
This is quantum leap. It is constantly shifting. I am jumping from body to body.
But with her saying all that, she's very talented. She do clothes. This girl can do anything. Hair.
That has to do with her sign. I feel like these Libras.
And the ADHD too.
Oh, because the husband is a Libra. And everything she's saying, he do the same.
Yeah, that's why I say here, like
all over. This man can do everything.
But we enjoy it all too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just finding that balance. And
y'all don't have a balance. That's
but we understand.
But that's a good thing.
Yeah, my scale.
It's a good thing.
My scale is forever like this. My scale is like this. It ain't. Listen. No, listen. My scale is never like this, y'all. It's always like this. It's got to be on the gangster lean. It is never going to be like something like almost balanced. No, it's on the gangster lean at all times.
So I guess my question for all of us is, when you sit back and you think about your younger years and you think about when we were growing up, because we still growing up.
I know that's right.
Still growing. Because I'm only 28, so you know.
You said 82.
Okay.
28. Let's be clear.
82.
Let's be clear. Growing up.
Okay.
Are you happy within yourself of your likely decisions and what you doing day to day?
Yes, definitely I am. That's going back because I just started when you saw. I did want to do hair. At the time I was always doing hair and things like that, but I didn't think that it was going to be my path.
Okay.
Anyway, that was just something I liked.
You enjoy doing. Okay.
Because I did my own hair. Then people was like, "Well, do my hair," and I do. Okay, I braid it. I did all that, but So when I went to school, I went for first it was computer science. I went to school for computer science, and then it switched to behavioral health and human services. Okay. And through the behavioral health, I was like, oh yeah, I want to go work at the Youth Study Center. And I'm like, well, why did I want to do that? Where's the correlation? But it had to do with helping with juveniles and things like that. Mm-hmm. So I did that for 20 years, and I wouldn't say the children had anything to do with it. It was more so the staff.
Okay.
Child. So, leading me up to where I am now, it's like I work from home. I work from home. I go out a couple days. I stay home for a couple days or whatever. And so just like you said, am I happy? And yes, I'm truly happy. Mm-hmm. I was happy the whole time I was working at the Youth Study Center. Mm-hmm. I guess I shouldn't have said where it was, but anyway, okay. I was happy. I was extremely happy. I didn't think I was going to be there for 5 years. I thought I was just going to be there for a couple of years and I was going to leave, but I made it to 19 and a half years. So I'm going to say 20 because, it was 20 years. So, and then when I went to here, but it's still like helping people navigate their child care centers. It's still like in the helping. And, yes. and so just the other day, I was at a child care center and like they always say, Mama Bear always helping and talking people off the ledge and things like that. So I just was at a child care center and the staff member, she was like really, I was just going around like asking for their supervision ratio tech, and then we was just talking her life, what was going on in her life. I kind of helped her navigate and just prayed for her at that moment. So me being that person that prays for people and person that always trying to show people a different way, saying like all your negative will turn into something positive. So basically that's like what I was
at some point. Now it may not be when we want it to be, but what? The negative turning.
The transition. The transition.
No. It's always going to turn. Your negative always, because that negative you think is something negative is actually something that's going to guide you.
It's protecting or protecting you. Yes.
So you just got to be patient and wait for this stuff. But some people don't look at it that way. In the time of them going through whatever they're going through.
That's the thing I love about just life. And I believe in that saying, God don't put you through don't put you in certain places for no reason. He don't take you through certain situations for no reason. To me, everything has a reason.
Okay.
And you could be like, what am I here for? Like even, younger and me and fast food, and I'm like, what am I here for? But when I sit back and I think, I'm like, I really had fun. I was like, if y'all watch Unfiltered Sisters episodes ago, long episodes ago, my best team was McDonald's. And, I was hard on them damn kids. Like, when they message me and they be sending me, like back then we ain't have social media. It was social media, but it wasn't like social media is now.
MySpace.
It was just MySpace. It was just MySpace. But now you got everything. So, I'm also in contact with most of them. And just watching them grow into young men and young women is phenomenal. Yes. Okay. It really is phenomenal. And, and then they say, it do touches me. Okay. I'm getting a little teary-eyed.
I love that. I love that.
Just, just certain people, you look at them, and us as adults, and not adults, us as humans, we prejudge. We do. We don't want, we know it's
we
wrong.
Talk too.
But we talk. And I don't, one thing about, I don't prejudge with others. I prejudge in my head.
Okay.
And so I be, this one particular, I'm like, he ain't going. He hard-headed because he don't want to listen. He is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Kids, just proposed to his woman. Grew up. You see little boys and you like, they ever gonna mature to be that man that because we need our black men. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Just another instance, female. Stank attitude. Oh God, I just I'm like,
I'm sorry, I'm taking up all the couch. I got my legs
on. She grew up to be. She's doing good for herself now. So it just seemed like all of us wanted to help. And maybe not be the career that we thought that we should have. We thought, But where I'm going is God still placed us in
I'm doing all my careers.
Yes, you do, sister.
I'm doing all my careers.
He still placed us.
But listen, I told you I quantum leap from body to body, okay?
But he still placed us in situations where we are still helping. Okay. Yes. So,
Like you say, are you happy? Like, it's funny because my mom always said that out of all of her children, that I was the one she was most afraid for, and because she said,
we see mom.
No, she said that if I put all y'all in the yard, like my brother gonna play, my sister gonna play. She said, but what she gonna see is that every adult that walk down the street, I'm stopping them, and she hear me outside having a long conversation with them. I done stop somebody, I'm having a whole conversation, and it's never a kid, it's always an adult. Like I'm out there just having a full blown conversation. But even a lot of the adults in my that were present in my life when I was a kid all say the same thing. Like, girl, you sat there and you would have a conversation with me like you was my age.
That's why you love Simone so much.
Because we can have conversations. But
Simone is old.
I tease though because Kalila means friend in Arabic. So I would say that you can't give me a name and an attribute and don't think that I'm going to live up to it to who it is, because I even last night when we went to the opera, the orchestra.
You made friends.
I made a friend. I was a beautiful woman sitting beside me, and like I told you, girl, after you watch the show, DM me so we can get that going. But like I made and then even so last night when I was at work and I had to go upstairs for a second and I came downstairs and a lady was coming in and then she and I started talking. She came downstairs and we sat downstairs all night long just having a conversation, like just talking. First of all, we was walking the property.
So she was working with you.
Because I was saying, listen, no, because I was saying to her, I was like, I don't like I really want to lose some weight, and I was kind of telling her like what we were planning to do, and she was like, well, let's just walk, let's get our steps in. So we just started like walking up and down, but we was having a whole conversation while we was doing so. So like I'm always meeting people, and I know that some part of that is my calling. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was called to interact with people for whatever reason, purpose or that I serve in their life, but that's my calling. But yeah, I am the happiest I think I've ever been in life, because I went through bouts of depression where I needed to get understanding, and the more understanding I gained, the more I'm at one or at peace with what I have here. And I'm like, so
you know what? To say it's crazy just listening to her talk and then thinking about her. Mm-hmm. They the same. Because just think about, that day that we sent her home.
All them people that was there.
When I pull up, I'm like, what?
That was
like,
yes.
What the fuck?
Like, yes.
It was
exactly.
And it's like
exactly.
I'm looking for them. And they been in there, but I'm behind all these. And I'm just looking at the line. So when I got in the church,
we was always on a balcony.
Yeah, that's
balcony.
where I had to sit.
Yeah, I'm like,
they was sitting with the family. But when I got in, and I just stepped in, I was just like,
they was loved.
Mm-hmm. The fuck is she, Beyonce? Like, who was my Beyonce? But when you met her, it was just like,
yeah,
everybody.
Woo! Everybody, like the corners, like the streets. I know people that was watching that line to go to that cemetery. They probably was like, who the hell is that?
Sister, I don't want to cut you off, but it was something when Tanya was talking, I wanted to say, and I just got to get it out because I don't want it to leave my head again. This is a disclaimer. So, I have been saying since, and you can ask my closest, since June of last year, that somebody was going to pay for me to go back to school, because what I want to study is kind of like what we all talking about. It's anthropology, but it's psychology with the emphasis on anthropological situations that kind of that mold people. So, and I've been saying that either somebody's going to pay off my student loan or someone is going to pay for me to go to school. So sponsor, if you're out there and you would like to pay off my student loans, you can DM me. I'll let you know how much it is. I'll let you know how you can take care of that. Or if you would like to give me a full pay for my tuition for me to go back and get my master's, I'm okay with that too. So sponsor, if you're out there. Just saying. I had to put that. I'm putting that energy out into the universe so it can.
And the universe.
Yeah. So go ahead. Okay.
Amen.
All right. So now go ahead back to what you were saying, sister.
I'm just saying, you know,
that was a commercial.
we was amongst the president, and I didn't even know.
A first lady, baby. That was the first lady.
Yes.
Her personality.
Her
touched so many.
Her
aura.
Out. You know, and then, like I said, it was people that knew me and was like, once they started seeing her pictures on my page, they was like,
you knew her?
I said, yes, that's my
cousin. Right.
And it was like, you don't understand how many people the one person was like, I didn't even know her, but it was just so many people that was in a whole different office that never actually met her, just talking on the phone.
Yes.
Her aura was just so enlightening.
Strong, yes.
Okay, so let me not only hers, ours too.
Or lights.
We have the
same
light, and we have people that don't like that.
Yeah. We definitely do.
Right.
It definitely do.
And
we do it in different ways. Yes. Because this one, listen.
We all share that same being.
Listen, I laugh at this because he, like, you be like, she is mean as I don't know what, but she be loving when you mean, like, so what I said was, and you going to and you're like, this right now. And it's like mama, it's like you said, I'm like the mama being like, I'm going to love on you. I'm going like, you going to listen to what I'm saying. But it's love that it's coming from a genuine place. But it does, but it's coming from a genuine place of concern.
If I'll give you that treatment, that I don't fucking play. No. It's Pisces. I think it's a Pisces thing. When
you're just crazy.
No, it's a Pisces thing.
No, let me tell you something.
Every Pisces ain't like me.
No. I find no. Here's the thing. I got you, sister. Don't
you. They always be trying to get me shit.
And I'm not. And no offense to water. But water is drowning. Like that, most water signs, which is Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpios, they have that. They all have that type of personality in their love. They will give you the shirt off their backs, but they gonna cuss you out while they doing it.
Not all of them.
No. I mean, but water can. I'm not saying all water, but water can be drowning.
Because Auntie don't cuss nobody out.
No, she got. Listen,
she the soft side of the Pisces.
Because child.
All right, not too much of my eye. Not too much of my eye.
But I mean, because for real, because me and my mom used to sit up at night. We would like when I had the surgery, and we would sit up. We had late night. We had plenty of late night talk. So don't even like, you know what I mean.
But don't get it twisted though. She can get that side.
She can.
Because when I tried to do it,
that's not her natural instinct.
No, her natural
that's not her first thing. Yeah,
she's just so loving.
Yes, that's what I said. But they are loving. Yeah,
no, what I'm saying, she's very loving. She's very she wants to be there for everybody, but it's to the point that I don't want to. I need sometimes for that to be cut off with certain people.
Okay, you know but I think you feel like that with all of us, though.
Yeah.
You feel like that because you're so loving, and your natural instinct as fire is to protect. Like that you're a protector. Yeah. And so whenever you see anybody that you love, you feel like being mistreated. That fire, that flame start going like, whoa, like I will burn you, bitch.
That's true.
But she ain't always been like that though.
That's true.
But she hasn't always been like that. I think her life scare has brought her to that.
More of it.
Brought her more. Let me finish saying what I'm saying.
Go ahead, nobody cut you off. Don't call my sister off.
Don't call my sister off.
What you say? Go ahead, sister.
Go on, sister, talk your shit.
Then they start to y'all see what we had to go through.
No, she always been like that, but it took. Damn, I got to dump this lot. No, you see, they was like twins.
They needed.
They showed what they did. They tried to put me. They just showed what they be doing.
What you want to say now? What you want to say?
They just juggled it. You missed that shit. Yeah, wait till y'all see it. You know what I mean? They always talking shit. Least out public like mine. But anyway.
What you were saying, sister?
What I was saying was. She always been like that, but it used to always take a lot. She used to take, I ain't gonna say beatings. She used to take a lot of beatings. And it would take her a whole
so it was
lot
sticking
of
in her
beatings.
skin. It was sticking in her skin.
Yeah, before she would, and she got a thick ass skin because she would take a lot of stuff and me and this one used to always yell at her because, like, you know, some things. But now I love my sis now because it's like, fuck y'all.
So you know, black skin keloid.
Yeah.
And when black skin starts the keloid, when that extra layer of tissue start building up, and then it's impenetrable.
Yeah.
But I see y'all friend in your face, so I said, no, me. What y'all gotta say? I mean? Y'all trying to say I mean?
I said that. I said that a long time ago. I just said it. Remember, that's how I started.
I'm not fucking mean.
No. Watch it. Go ahead, say it. Do it again. I'm not fucking mean.
I'm not fucking mean. You see them sipping and lying. Sipping and lying.
Compromise.
So basically, all of us are saying that there's some form of alignment with what we thought we would be when we were. Like I said, I wanted to join the Peace Corps. Like I wanted to kill people and then go save the world. I wanted to go plant some, help them come up with a water filtration system and then go kill off their president. Like, you know what I mean? Like. I wanted to be, you know what I mean, like well-rounded.
Yeah. You talking about the Peace Corps and everything like. It was a time I was trying to find myself. Even though I wanted to help people, I tried. I went to a strip club. I was going to go ahead and try out for a strip club. I got to the door, and I was like, "No, this ain't it." I went to
because it was glorified. It was fast money the way you looked at it. Not the. You didn't want the job itself. You didn't.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just something
to do. That's what I'm saying.
No, it wasn't even. I didn't even think about
the money.
It wasn't even about. It was.
You just wanted to play.
I just wanted to.
You just wanted to be out in them damn streets.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And then I went and took the test to be in the Army. They told me I had to lose weight, and I started, it ain't for me. You know what I mean? So it was just like certain things that I was just like, tried.
See, there was a lot of, at one point, like, I'm not going to say I believed in government. It wasn't that I believed in government. I just wanted to kill for them at one point. But the criminality, the criminal-minded.
You've been blinded.
Looking for a shoe like mine, you can't find it. Mine costs more, yours costs less. My fun like at yours. Play like that foot.
I was actually going KRS-One. I don't know what that version of it. But it was like I never wanted, like, conforming was never like an option for me. It was like, what you want me to do? What I'm going to do the complete opposite of everything you're saying. Like.
I don't know. Mine was just trying to find my way.
I'm still trying to find my way. At the young age of 28.
I worked at the pizza store. I worked at the hair store. I worked at a beauty shop. I mean, I just was.
So let me ask you this: in all the jobs you had, I'm not going to ask you which job was the funnest. What made the job fun for you back then? Like when you worked the job, because back in the day, I could not like the way you looked at me, and I'm gonna quit this job, and tomorrow I'm gonna go find me another job. It's not as easy as it. But what was the funnest thing about work? Not the job itself, but was it like the people you met, like meeting friends?
Well, the pizza store job, it was right around the corner from my house, which is something that I probably only did twice. 2 days. That
was not your job. You did not work there.
Yeah. Then when I worked at the hair salon. Remember back in the day? I don't know if they still do it now. Like the
shampoo girls.
The school when you after school and stuff like that.
Oh
yeah, the summer jobs. And stuff.
Okay. Filler job.
Filler job.
Okay.
So I did that.
They still do it, but I think it's called something else.
Okay.
All right, so I did a filler job. I worked at a hair salon, be a shampoo girl. I worked at a hair salon. I did the cleaning, like cleaning and shampoo chairs and stuff like that. Then after that, I worked at the my fun job too was this is before TSA took over. I worked at the airport, and we had so much fun there. But they lost their contract, so that's why I stopped working there.
Okay.
So like certain jobs that I did work for, it was and then was another job when I worked at the one I said earlier with Wood Services. That was MR, working in mental health, and I had already assigned to go away for my sister's wedding, and I had just got the job. I told them, I said, listen, can I go? Can I get off for these days? They was like, oh, you'll be able to do that. So when I went there and I talked to the supervisor at their house, and they was like, oh no, you can't. But then the next week, the girl that just started after me, she was white. I'm sorry, but they went in here to let her have off, and I said, I asked this before I even signed up. So how you let her? I said, okay, I'm done, and I left. But I liked the job because I was really helping people with like mental health, and I really enjoyed it. But I was just like, you're not going to use me, and I just asked you before I started, and you told me I could. I just got to, So
okay, y'all, I'm gonna say something I don't think I have not said out loud too often. When I was 5 days after I had turned 18. I had went somewhere with some friends, and even though I had money in my pocket, I had. I
don't think you should say this.
No, I'm serious. I had money in my pocket. I went to the mall with my friends, and my friends were engaging in something.
Insurance.
And no. They were stealing pretty much, and I wound up catching a case for it, even though I didn't. No, but I didn't do any of it. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't do any of it.
Guilty by association.
But I got arrested from it. And instead of me going and standing up and saying, hey, I didn't do this, and knowing all that I know now, like, hey, you can check the handwriting. I didn't sign anything. I'm not guilty. It was more so like I'm not even going to fight. And I took it.
Okay.
And I took it, and it was on my record, and it made me self-conscious. So there were a lot of things that I probably was overqualified for because I'm a genius, but because of that, it made me shy away from a lot of things and just take little petty jobs. So it's a possibility that if I had stood up for myself, I probably may have gotten into a career went to a job, and they like, this bitch is a genius. Like, we got to bring her on. She needs to be the CEO. Right. And I could have had a very profitable career. But because of how I felt about that situation, I never really pursued anything long term. For me, it's always been jobs. I never pursued a career because I always felt like if I got judged for that one thing, that it was like because here's the thing, it wasn't that I don't want to explain to you. I don't want you questioning me about it and me having to explain to you what happened, because I'm going to immediately take offense because I am this great. And why you asking me about some dumb shit I really ain't even do?
Right. So moral of the story is, don't do that.
Please don't do that, y'all.
Fight.
Listen.
Fight for it.
When your parents, and this is to my youth, if y'all watching, I know y'all be thinking your parents want to control your lives, but it's not about them wanting to control your lives. It's that we've lived a lot of life and we've been in some of the positions that you are in, and we already know where they lead. And so we try to like sway you and talk to you, and I know sometimes you can't, like, it's like you can bump your head 15 times, and I'm like, girl, I bumped my head 1,000 times, and you're like, well, I can't. I got to bump my own head. I can't live off of you bumping your head. Right. But take heed to some of the things that they're saying to you, because in all actuality, your parents only want to love you. They only truly want the best for you. Yeah. And I know you think, like, my life, let me live it how I want. And you're right. You have that option. But take heed to some of the things that the older people are telling you, and because they're telling you these things because they've been where you're going, or they can see where you're going, and they've seen that all too many times. So that's just my wisdom to my youth.
And to close it off.
But to close it off, like Lita said, she keeps trying to push me into closing it out. Okay, yeah, we gotta close it out. No, I'm talking about that. Okay. So in closing, you dream big, and if you got to quantum leap, if you got a quantum leap to many different positions and many different lives to find who you are and what you want, whether or not what you thought was going to be aligns or if there is a shift from what you thought or wanted it to be, just go with the flow. Follow the energy. Let it happen. Let life guide you, because like you said, I would be defeated before I started. So if I knew I had an interview coming up, I would psych myself out about like, oh, they ain't gonna want me because of this and that, and I would psych myself out. So then when it didn't happen, I was okay with it because I've already played that out.
And that's what everybody do. But
what you said though. The doors that you're supposed to go through, you're going to go through no matter what. No matter how much you psych yourself out, no matter if that door was meant for you to walk through, then you're going to walk through it. If it ain't meant for you, it might be something else that's planned for you. So you beating yourself up because that door didn't open, but that door was never supposed to. It was never meant to open. Right. That other door that you kept looking back at and you was undecisive about, that was the door. Like the door you walked through was the door that was meant for you. The door you think you missed out on wasn't your door. Right. That's why it didn't open.
Yeah. And let me say this, and then we gotta close it out. We gotta go, y'all. Don't get discouraged. Being in discouragement, what I say about that, being in management, sometimes that person that come in here with them little fine clothes on, look all sharp, got the resume, bam, they all good, they look good, they got a gift of gab. They ain't it. Mm-hmm. They ain't it. It's a cover. It's a cover. So don't get discouraged by those. Go in there. My thing in life, be you. Be yourself. Because whatever is meant for you, it's going to happen. Yeah. And until we meet again.
My gummies are kicking in.
Don't forget. Don't forget to follow us on
Facebook, Instagram, and
TikTok and YouTube.
Unfiltered Sisters. And on YouTube, Unfiltered Sisters 4.
We love y'all.
Love you.
Holla.
Got my mic in my hand, got my wine in the other. Tell it like it is, no time to be bothered. Got my truth on my sleeve, stories to share with the unfiltered sisters. So listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. We're the unfiltered sisters. So listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. Listen if you dare. We're the unfiltered sisters, so listen if you dare.
What'd you say? Your
My brother don't shake hands with motherfucking DJs.
He supposed to be coming.
Today?
Yeah, he said he was going to come.
Okay, bro.
All the brothers going to be
here.
So y'all, I was saying the other day. Because I'm about to get sad. Because I was saying the other day, I want to get married.
Thank you. The fuck? You gotta make some space. You gotta let go.
I want somebody to.
You don't know what you want.
Like I want, but I don't really want. I want somebody. I want, because I be seeing people all booed up, and I'm like, I want to be booed up. Like I think that's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's so beautiful to see people booed up, and I was like, look at love. Look at love. And then I was like,
how long can I take looking at that?
But y'all, Tanya and I went to the hip hop orchestra last night, right? And they instead of call it the Philharmonica, they call it the Ilharmonica.
Because the guy is from Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, when I say that is a show that I would see 1,000,000 times, it was so dope. If you like old school rap, old school hip hop, and you could just be in there like
with the instruments,
with the instruments, with the orchestra playing, and you got Jay-Z, or you got Dr. Dre, you got the Chronic, and you just like they just, I just kept feeling my cheeks was hurt. I had a headache. I had a headache when I left last night because my cheeks hurting because I was smiling the entire time.
Like the room just felt like they really wasn't into it, but we was up there.
It was just like when I say it was an amazing show. The couple, so they had the guy who they called the sponsor, Mike. Mm-hmm. He went up there and he performed first. He did a dedication to his mom. Mm-hmm. It was beautiful. He bigged up his wife. He was like, my wife take care of my girls. Like, and I'm like, yeah, like black love is amazing. Like, I love seeing it. I was like, y'all do that. And then the couple got on. His name is she Phoenix.
And he's Phantom.
Mm-hmm. So they've been in these 26 years, and they did this little battle where she said, I'm a better MC, and they was battling each other. When I say that show was phenomenal, like it is for all hip hop here, especially our era, it's a must see. It is a must. The show was phenomenal. It's definitely a must see. Yes.
I seen it, and I was listening to it when Tanya posted it. I said, yeah, that looked like something. It's different. That looked like something I want to experience. But did y'all see? They got an R&B painting with a twist.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they got a R&B bingo too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that.
So my coworker was telling me about she said they got a candlelight orchestra and they play like all different like they play like they do it at night and they said the whole room is like no lights, everything is just candlelights all around, and they play like they pick an artist and they do all their music. Mm-hmm. And I was like, here's my deal. And no shade, y'all, no shade. But what I liked about last night, everybody looked like us. Okay. The whole room, it looked like the stage looked like us, and it was just like it's like right, girl.
We can do this too.
Like when the violinist.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she did
a Beyonce. She from South Philly in the house. Okay. And she did oh my God, I'm trying to think what Beyonce song it was, but I'm like, I'm a Beyonce fan, like she was
doing that.
She was
killing
what?
It.
Yes. That is a
Did y'all record that?
No,
They was enjoying it.
Yeah. I didn't want to keep taping because I really wanted to enjoy it. But I did want to tape some stuff because
tape anything.
Yeah, me either. That's why I just extra.
Yeah,
I wanted to tape.
I do like sometimes, but in our era, we enjoy it. Yeah. Because even when I was at the comedy show, I started like recording Mojo, but I was like, man, I ain't here for that. And if y'all wanted to be here, y'all should have bought tickets. So
I'm gonna tell you,
I did in the beginning, but I stopped.
One of the only recordings I kept, when I recorded the artist, the only one was when Jasmine Sullivan, when it was October London, Jennifer, Jasmine Sullivan and Maxwell.
Did you ask them if our mics was cool?
I think you need to put yours in the middle.
And Maxwell.
Babe, did our mic sound good?
My mic sound nice. Check one. We are started. This will be our bloopers and our little. So this is all a part of it. But I kept my Jasmine Sullivan because I love. Now that's one I love. But they did a tribute to Jill. She did Jill. She did now my brain's like Erykah Badu and Eve, your roots,
So she was doing Philly stuff.
But he from North. The husbands, both of the guys that performed are from New York or from North Philly.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.